Hey there, everyone, and welcome to, hopefully the finale of Let's Play Banjo-Dreamie. So, we are outside of the final level, Nightfall Fortress, and there is something that I need to discuss about, right as we are, as we play through this level, the final area of, well, the final level at least, not exactly the final area, but the final full level in the game. Okay, so something that I should bring up real quickly here is that I actually made an attempt at recording this episode earlier, but there was a sort of huge problem that happened. So I will go ahead and explain what that problem was. You see, this area right here has a lot of places where it is very easy to fall off. And because of that, I have had to constantly save state. I had to save state right there. But what happened is that at some point, after I had fallen off, I proceeded to reload the save state, but I accidentally hit the save state instead. So what I needed to do is stop the recording at the moment, and then, well, what happened then is that I went ahead, picked up the notes I had collected before, and then after I had gotten all the notes that I was certain that I had gotten before, I resumed recording. But then at some point, I accidentally hit the full screen button. And what that did was it made the emulator take up the entire screen, and I did not want that. But I could not figure out how to get out of it other than to restart my computer. So real quickly, I'll show you what this is. Yeah, this is where you learn the Wonder Wings. But anyway, I proceeded to restart my my computer, and it gave me this message that says something about closing down a project, because sometimes when you are rebooting a computer, but you have a project that is still open, like a program that is still open, it will ask you if you want to restart, or if you want to open or close the program or force it to shut down. And something that had just happened is that my desktop had just done the blacking out thing. My monitor had done the blacking out thing, and this is the first time that it has done that during a recording. You guys did not see it, but I saw it. I saw it happen right in front of me. Like, it happened right as I got to the top of that, that place where the spinning honey piece is now. And it has been doing that for, like, a past year. Like, what I just needed to do is just turn my monitor off and then on again, and that is what fixed it. It did it again. Just now, it did it again. Just cannot believe that it did it twice in one recording, let alone once. And that is like the 11th time that it has done that today. And that's a new record, because before I started doing this recording, it had done that 9 times on the day that I had started recording this episode. And prior to that, that was the most amount of times that it did it in one day. But now it's broken the record. Now it has done that for the most amount of times that it's done that in one day is 11 times. But anyway, the issue that I had with getting my computer restarted was, of course, it did show the message asking me if I wanted to shut down any programs that I was currently running. And I just went ahead and canceled the reboot. But then I saw that that something had happened, such as a zoom in or sort of screen messed up. Surely it wasn't anything too concerning about. but I did not know how to undo that, so I just decided to reboot my computer anyway, and then after it rebooted, it went back to normal, thank goodness. And I was originally not going to record again, like, right now I am recording this after 10 o'clock Saturday night, August 10th, and when I originally started recording this episode, it was like sometime in the afternoon, like sometime around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I did not feel like going back to record again, but you know, I had decided to go ahead and proceed to doing the video recording right now, because I think that I had gotten over what had happened earlier today. And I had also been marking on my calendar how many times my monitor had blacked out. And of course, now I need to write down that it has happened a total of 11 times today. I've already marked down the first 9 times it has happened today. But now I need to mark on today's date that it had happened 2 more times. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, BRB. I just finished with that. It didn't take long, actually. I kind of paused the game, but it probably only took like a few seconds. But anyway, even though I didn't save or quit the game, like, I had to just force the emulator to just shut off as I was rebooting it. But apparently, it did save some of the progress that I made. But, of course, obviously, as the notes reset, I have to go back and recollect the notes. I guess that isn't that big of an issue, considering that I need to record the footage again anyway. But, you know, these sorts of things just do happen. It's just quite unfortunate that they do. I mean, if I knew what to do to exit out of the full screen properly, I probably would have done that. Although I still don't know how to undo it, as I did try looking up how to exit full screen, and I was not able to find anything. I went to the website where I got the emulator from, and I could not find anything that tells you how to turn the full screen on or off. So, as of this recording, I have no idea how I'm supposed to turn the emulator, or well, I think I know how to turn it on full screen, but I don't know how to exit out of it. Oh, I think I just found a room that I did not go into when I was recording this episode originally. Yeah, this right here is a room that is full of these books. I think this is the only room in this entire level that is separate from the main map. I mean, he could have added a bit more, but this is what there is. Okay, so there is a musical note above my head, so I'm gonna jump up and grab it. Is there anything else in this room, or is that all there was? There's another bookshelf right here. I'm quite certain that there's something else for me to get up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And while I do, there was a discussion that I had started when I was doing this recording originally, and that was me talking about broken copyright. And what I mean by that is, oh, another Mumbo token. Do I even need those anymore? I've already gotten all of the transformations in the game. Oh well, I've gotten another one. So I guess that's all that we're going to be doing in this room. Let me see here. I have to be really careful that I don't accidentally activate the full screen again. And I'm sure that there might be some people who are going to say, well, is it a big deal if the full screen is on? Well, to me it is, because, well, I remember that when I first started doing Let's Plays, what happened is that when I had recorded the footage and I had it in full screen, well, the recording froze. I mean, I was still able to play through the game all right, but by having it be in full screen, it did not record the visuals. The screen was just frozen, so that told me that if I want to record these Let's Plays, I can't have it be in full screen. So that was the whole reason why it was important for me to figure out how to exit out of the full screen mode. Because not only would it freeze the footage in the video recording, but I also would not be able to do anything else on my desktop until I could exit out of it. I don't know if that ghost can reach me from up here, but just in case. Oh, it looks like he could have reached me from up here, but I didn't let him do that. Now, the game said that I had gotten like 194 musical notes before I started recording this episode. Just now, anyway. Not the original recording, but the recording for right now. Yeah, because I think that I had gotten up to that many musical notes before the disaster happened, where I accidentally activated full screen. I couldn't figure out how to get out of it, except to just restart my computer, and all that. Alright, so getting on to the discussion that I had with broken copyright, I'm sure that a number of you people are very much aware of Nintendo going around doing some DMCAs all around the internet, some of which are reasonable, but a lot of them are not reasonable. But although there have been some unreasonable DMCAs in the past that I will totally not agree with, like, apparently Nintendo does not like it when people make fan-made games based on their intellectual property, and they go as far as filing a DMCA on that. Although I think that it should only apply if the content that they are filing a DMCA on is something that, well, I think that as long as the product is fan-made, and as long as there is nothing inappropriate about it, then I don't think that a DMCA is warranted there. And there are a lot of people who agree that Nintendo's DMCA rampages are just taking things way too far. I think that I saw someone on the internet, like somewhere on the internet, I don't know exactly what website it was on, but somewhere on the internet, someone had made a sort of statement that asks, are Nintendo the bad guys or not? And that article says that they honestly do not think that Nintendo are bad guys, or the bad guys in general, but just a company that is going around doing some DMCAs, like taking down content that uses their intellectual property. You know, just trying to control the use of their content, or something like that. But they have gone a bit too far with that. I'm not sure if they even realize that they are being viewed as the bad guys from a lot of fans' perspectives. In fact, there are a lot of fans that are saying that nobody hates Nintendo fans more than Nintendo. And I can kind of see where people are getting with that. And I, for one, have said, well, Nintendo really should not take down these ROM hacks because, for one, they are fan-made, and two, they're not going to lose anything by allowing the ROM hacks to be downloadable, nor will they gain anything by taking down the ROM hacks, apart from fan hatred, that is. Yeah, I think I was commenting about that on some other people's videos, where I had said, what will Nintendo gain by, or what will Nintendo lose by allowing these ROM hacks to be out on the internet? Nothing. What will they gain by these DMCA takedowns that they want? Nothing. What will they gain by taking down this content that they do not want? Fan hatred. And I think that someone had said that one reason why Nintendo is filing these DMCAs in the first place is because they want people to focus more on buying their official products rather than focusing on fan content. Although there are some people that aren't going to support Nintendo with their new games anyway. In fact, probably until they actually lighten up about their DMCAs, I might not buy an official product from them anyway. I mean, I'm not going to be a pirate or anything. Oh dear. Okay. Well, at least this time I actually looked to make sure that I hit the right buttons, but I'm going to have to collect this note again. And then once I do, I think I will meet you guys back onto the ground. Actually, never mind. That was lucky. Alright, so as I was saying, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to become a pirate when it comes to getting content from Nintendo. Like, I'm not going to, like, download any games off of the internet that I don't already own. If they are official games. But I am thinking that until Nintendo stops DMCAing fan games, I may not buy any official games from them if I was going to. Although sad as it may be, Nintendo is not the only company out there that is this broken with copyright, because there are some other companies that act that way too. I think the earliest example would be, well, at least the earliest example I've personally seen. Make it. Woo, I almost fell. Okay, the earliest example that I have personally seen would be with Graham Williams' Thomas the Chav Engine series. If you don't know what that series is, it was a series that was basically an adult parody of Thomas the Tank Engine. And I'm sure some people are going to say, well, they had a perfectly good explanation for doing that because Thomas the Tank Engine is a kid's show, and they don't want kids to see Thomas saying those curse words, right? Well, here's the thing. There are official adult parodies of Thomas the Tank Engine. There's Ernest the Engine Car. There's the Robot Chicken skits about Thomas the Tank Engine. So, those are okay, but Thomas the Chav Engine is not? So yeah, as you just saw, I just passed my best note score. That was how many notes I had collected before a disaster happened. Right, and there is also a musical note underneath the bridge here. And there was also hit entertainment when it came to James Farr's Transformers series. And I was like, there's no way that could be real. But James Farr did give confirmation that it was actually hit entertainment that had filed that DMCA. There was actual proof that it was actually hit entertainment that did that DMCA against the Transformers series, and not some troll pretending to be them. Though that's just very hard to believe. So that just shows another example of a company that is that broken with DMCAs. And there's also Hasbro, who is broken with the button mash videos. I don't know how many of you have seen My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and have seen the button mash videos, but apparently Hasbro was not happy about those videos. I mean, why are there so many companies like that are that broken with copyright? I mean, I can understand if there was one company that was that broken, but for there to be like 4, maybe more than that, that's just taking things way too far. It just shows how broken the world is. I mean, if there is a law that says that you can file DMCAs against fan takedown or fan projects based on your intellectual property, if there is a law that says that you can file DMCAs on a fan project containing your intellectual property, that law needs to be thrown in the trash where it belongs. Because it's a fan project. It's not hurting the company. It's not hurting the company that created the content originally if the person who made the fan project is not making any money. Now, I don't think that Rare has the same issue with the Banjo-Kazooie series. Like, as of this video's recording, I have not seen anybody report that Rare or Microsoft had filed a DMCA against a fan-made Banjo-Kazooie game. But I don't know if the reason for that is because they don't care about the fan-made Banjo-Kazooie games, or they are not aware of the existence of fan-made Banjo-Kazooie games. I hope that it's because they do not care about the fan-made Banjo-Kazooie games, because it's already bad enough that we have, like, 4 companies that are broken with DMCAs. And there's possibly more companies that are that broken besides the ones that I have just mentioned. I mean, what's next? Are they going to start filing DMCAs against, well, let me think. Are they going to start filing DMCAs against review videos? Or are they going to file DMCAs against parties? Or are they going to file DMCAs against stores for selling their products? I'm pretty sure that there is another one that I could mention, but I can't think of it right now. But we gotta put a stop to those broken DMCAs before they get that extreme. Because if Nintendo files a DMCA against a fan-created game, it's not going to make it more likely that I will buy their official games. It will actually make it less likely. So, what Nintendo is doing by filing these DMCAs, and the same goes for these other companies that are this broken with DMCAs as well, they are actually harming their company more than they are saving it. Because by doing these DMCAs, they attract a lot of attention. And I would probably say, and some other people have said as well, that people are probably going to want to play these ROM hacks even more if they get DMCA'd. And regardless of how hard Nintendo tries to get rid of these fan-made games, and regardless of how hard other companies try to get rid of these fan-made games, they're never going to go away. They are always going to be on the internet, and there's nothing that person or nothing that that company that has been filing the DMCAs can really do. So the best thing they can do is just let those fan-made games flourish, and you know, if these companies do nothing about these fan-made games, then that's not going to harm them. They're better off to just leave them alone. I'm sure that there will be some people that will disagree with me on that, but it's what I truly think. Alright, so I have 23 musical notes right now. I think that there's actually one more since, well, since Nightfall Fortress was made into its own separate level from, Daybreak Barrack. Really have to say that name slowly every single time. I had found like 26 musical notes in total within Daybreak Barrack. Well, yeah, 26 musical notes, which means that there should be only 24 musical notes found in this area. And I cannot believe that I've already found all but one of those musical notes. I've gotten 23 musical notes in this area, and I am not sure where that last one could be. Okay, I think I may know where the last note is. I think it's at the top of that flag up there, so I'm gonna see if I can get up there. I'm sure that there might be some people who have played through this game themselves who are kind of wondering, you didn't look up there, you did not look up there, and yeah, sometimes I kind of feel the same way as well, but when I'm watching other people play a game that I've played before and they're shown to be missing something originally, but I don't bother pointing it out unless they don't show themselves getting the item that they missed. Because I don't know if anyone else is going to mention it, or if they will just find it themselves. Finally made it. Now, I guess I forgot that I can't stand on the spring shock disc as it is moving forwards. Okay, so there is some rope around here. Oh, and there it is. I needed to find it. Alright. Roll over. Roll over. Oh, darn it. I'll have to wait for it to come back. Yeah, like, it was right there. I jumped, but apparently the game did not register that I was on top of it. Oh, it did it again. It did it again. I was right there. I jumped, and it didn't register that I was on the spring shock pad. Okay. Come on. Alright. This time? Okay, that worked. Alright, grab it. No, 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 please don't fall! Darn it. I gotta find it again. Okay, there it is. And this time I'm gonna save state right here. Ah, that was perfect. Okay. We're making it to the top here. Now, this does actually look like it could be a final boss level, and Loggo did confirm that that was what he was going for when he was designing this area. Okay, so that's 24 musical notes. Bottles did not say anything about me getting all 25. But yeah, that is about it. That's all. That is all 200 in the game. So that means that we can go ahead and head out of this level. I may as well just die because I already got all of the musical notes. You know, for a moment there, I thought that the game froze. Thank goodness it did not. Okay, so I've only been recording for about, well, I've been recording for 33 minutes now. Although I remember that when I had fallen during the original recording, I had been recording that episode for 27 minutes. So it kind of looks as though I actually was able to get through this a lot quicker than I did with the recording originally. So we are going to go into the final area now. And this is very exciting. At least it is to me. Do you know where we are? Does it look familiar yet? Does it sound familiar? Oh, is that a... No, I thought maybe it was an underwater cave. But it isn't. Your next level? I've done every level, Loggo. That sometimes happens in the original Banjo-Kazooie as well. So yeah, we're in Spiral Mountain. There are all of these light poles all around the place. And it is nighttime. I really like how this all looks. You know, creating a version of Spiral Mountain that is set at night. And a lot of the water has been drained. So I'm gonna explore this place for a little bit. Oh, there's that little bridge that would have originally led up to the Spiral Mountain, the area's namesake. Yeah, exploring Spiral Mountain at night is something you never actually do in either the first game or the second one. I mean, you do see Spiral Mountain at night. Like, at the end of the original game, Klungo is shown trying to push the boulder off of Gruntilda that she had been stuck behind, or stuck under, since the her defeat at the end of the first game. Quite odd how the house is closed here. Well, maybe not that odd. I mean, it is night. Who leaves their house open at night? Don't want any bugs flying in. So, you know, with that board having fallen down, how do we get up into or onto the Spiral Mountain? Well, we get up by climbing that. And we are now going to travel into Gruntilda's lair. Or in this case, Loggo's lair. Because look at that! Gruntilda's lair has been replaced by Loggo's lair. You know, like how there was originally a grunty head that represented the entrance to Gruntilda's lair. Well, this game has Loggo instead. And there's a note door that requires us to have 200 musical notes. Yeah, you could see that since Banjo was in the water, he did not start dancing originally. Okay, so now we're going to enter this place. Can I not climb up this tree? So yeah, this is pretty much the credits tunnel. This is how Loggo implemented credits into his game. And I think that each section of this final area reflects off of the levels. Oh, and by the way, I'm not cutting any footage out during this credit sequence right here. So yeah, the credits area is all uncut. The footage of me over at the Nightfall Fortress is still going to be cut, but I'm not going to be cutting any of the footage from the tunnel, or this credits tunnel. So, you basically are playing through the credits, which is, well, something I've never seen be done in an official video game. Although, come to think of it, I just remembered that, yeah, in the original Banjo-Kazooie, the only time you see Spiral Mountain at night is during the end cutscene. And in Banjo-Tooie, you only see it at the beginning of the game, since it is storming during the opening cutscene. I kind of think that there's like some sort of a bonus that's found in this area, but I don't think there's really any bonuses. Or if there is, I've never seen them. You know, this area kind of reminds me of a mini golf course, an indoor mini golf course in my area. And there are those snowmen that are throwing snowballs. And there's no fly pad in here for me to use to defeat them. So the best thing to do in this area is to just ignore them. Oh, this area is icy. Oh, and here's some special thanks used to Banjo Fella, Jumbo 23, Retro Nuva 10, Comet, Teehee, Kirko Mark, and Super Zambezi. Kirko Mark was the guy who made the Legend of Banjo-Kazooie, the Jiggies of Time, and Super Zambezi is working on a Rom-Hack called Banjo-Kazooie Returns, which I think he has been working on for about a decade now. As of this video's recording, I have not heard any announcement that he's getting close to getting done with that hack, but it has been taking him years. Okay, so here we say special thanks, Skill, Cool Boy Man, Rune Hero, or Runny Hero, I don't know how that's pronounced, and Subdrag. So that's the lunar landing section of the of this final area. Yeah, I could use the Wonder Wings, but I don't want the music to stop. I'm trying to get on top of this house here. Let me try activating the Talon Trot. Okay, and Talon Trot! Darn it! Yeah, you can't open the doors. Oh wow, it's even slippery with the Talon Trot. I'm still gonna try to do this. Okay, let me see if I can get up here. Nope, nothing. There's probably nothing important up there anyway. So, thanks for playing Banjo-Dreamie 2018. Yep, this has been a wild ride. And here is Loggo himself. So, all throughout this game, this is what it has been leading up to. Well, Loggo certainly knows how to get around, considering every single place he's appeared in a Banjo-Kazooie Rom-Hack. Although it's not like these Rom-Hacks are canon anyway. Well, not unless they get DMCA'd, which hopefully that never happens. I mean, I'm not saying that I am disappointed that these games are considered non-canon. I'm just saying that I just hope that they never get DMCA'd. Because I've mentioned earlier in this episode, there are already too many companies out there that are that broken on DMCAs. And they really should stop. But there have been a lot of people who said that if a fan game gets DMCA, that makes it canon. I'm not entirely sure if I agree on that, but it's what a lot of people say. Well, I guess that's all that I have to say about this Let's Play. It was very great to get back to this Let's Play. As I said in the earlier episodes of this Let's Play series, this isn't really the most, the most exciting Banjo-Kazooie ROM-hack that has ever been made, but for a first full Banjo-Kazooie ROM-hack, this certainly was a great one, and it certainly laid out the foundation for the future Banjo-Kazooie ROM-hacks. So, at this point, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing next in terms of Let's Play videos. I think that I'm going to be focusing a bit more on those Sonic the Hedgehog Tugs the Lighthouse Edit parody series, since as of this video's recording, I've only done 6 of those episodes so far. There's 7 more that I need to do. So I will probably get to work on the next episode of that series, and of course it's going to be autumn next month, so I'm going to need to get to work on the next episode of Kuno the Tengen Generation 2. I wonder how much longer that series is going to last before I run out of characters. But there could be a couple of popular fan characters that I could use that are free to use, thankfully. Although I have also been thinking about making a short video about characters that I was not able to get the rights to use, and discuss the process of that. But, I guess with all of this said, I suppose I shall now close off this video right here. So thank you so much for watching this Let's Play. I certainly appreciate the amount of views that I had gotten with each of these episodes. It certainly was a lot better than the previous Let's Plays that I have been doing. I guess there were just a lot of people that were very interested in these videos. So it was great that I had gotten so many views within a short amount of time after uploading the video. So I'll see you guys in whatever I do next. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.